Hi Chris, I wanted to send you this quick website audit video as promised and just give you tips on your website and show you where you're ranking on Google currently. And then I'll just go over a few specifics of how you can beat your competition online. So the two things I'm going to talk with you about are your website content, including keywords and backlinks. So content is anything on the home page of your site that Google can read. So all the text on the home page, all the text within your images, and whatever your images are saved as. Now, to be considered authority in Google's eyes, you're going to want to have at least 1,500 to 2,000 words on your home page, and you're going to want it to be stuffed with content that has to do with buyer intent. So for you specifically, you'd be looking at things like best home builders in Austin, or kitchen remodeling, Austin, Texas, top home builders, Austin, Texas, and other keyword phrases along those lines. That way, when anyone types those searches into Google, your website will pop right up. So looking at your website, I really like the design of it. I love how you have all of your projects laid out. You have a nice gallery to show off your work, and it looks like that's coming soon. So any before and afters that you can add to that is the best way of really kind of pulling people in, especially if they're on the fence about giving you a call. So I'd highly recommend when you put these pictures up that you put the before and afters up as well, any that you have. And then on these pages, so additions, what I would recommend here, let me just explain first off on the home page. I would recommend 1,500 words at least on the home page, like I mentioned before. And then the standard rule of thumb that we tell our clients to use is one keyword phrase for every 125 to 150 words on your home page. So if you add a lot of keywords, in one area or something and just kind of bulk them together, Google sees that as keyword stuffing, as they call it. So you want to have it organically spread throughout your paragraphs on the home page. That way it comes off really natural that you have those keywords in there. But you'll want to strive to have at least 10 to 12 keywords if you were to get up to that 1,500 word mark here on the home page. And that'll just really help, because if anyone is searching for those really high volume keywords like the ones that I mentioned before, your website will pop up as long as it's on the first page of Google. You're most likely going to get a website visit and potentially a call out of that, and hopefully a new customer. So keywords are really, really valuable for that. And then as far as your other pages here go, your back pages, home remodels, additions, new home construction, all of these, I'd recommend having 500 words of content and then anywhere from 3 to 4 keyword phrases spread organically throughout the content here. And then I love that you have testimonials on your page. That's always a huge plus. People love reading about other past clients' experiences. And so if you could add some of that right here before leave us a review kind of on top, just so that people can scroll through it and see what other people are saying. I also recommend to my clients to put their testimonials on the home page too, like right above, like kind of at the bottom above a contact us section. And that just is because sometimes people don't want to scroll all the way over, but they're scrolling through your home page and then they'll see your testimonials pop up and just kind of take a glance at that. So I hope these tips were helpful for you. The next thing I want to talk to you about is backlinks. So the thing with Google is it can kind of be like a popularity contest in a way, because they judge you by how many websites are pointing back at you. Now, very important to remember, not all backlinks are created equal. So what that means is you're going to gain a lot more influence from a backlink that is related to your industry. So, for example, a home improvement blog that mentions your company would be a good backlink for you. Or a popular website that features various types of home services. That's another good one for you. So something that has to do with the services you offer, you're going to have much more influence given to you from that type of backlink versus one from, let's say, your local Domino's Pizza, for example. So a tool I use to measure backlinks is called Ahrefs, and I went ahead and put your website in up here. It looks like you have 78 backlinks from 11 different websites pointing back at you. You're ranking for 5 different keywords, and you have 0 for your organic traffic. So that tells me that in the last 30 days, that's what it's measured over, you've had 0 website visits. So you're missing out on a lot of potential new clients because of that. So let's go ahead and take a look at what your keywords are right now. So it looks like you're ranking for your business name, which is great, but at the same time, anyone searching for your business specifically in Google probably has already heard about you and already knows about your company, and that's why they're searching for you. So these aren't going to help you to bring new customers in that have not been referred by somebody else or heard about you through somebody else. So what I want to let you know here is basically we'd want to add those keywords, the ones that I mentioned before. I mentioned like 3 different examples, but there's just so many different keywords that have different search volumes, and so that's something that, if you go to do that content piece on your site, you'll definitely want to zero in on the keyword research for which ones would bring you the best results within that content. So I also put in Hartel Homes' website up here for you to see just as a quick comparison. So they have 416 for their organic traffic. So that means they've had 416 website visits within the last 30 days. And my guess is that some of these led to calls, and a fraction of them potentially were converted into new customers for them. So it is really valuable to have all of these keywords, and they have just a whole bunch on their page. For example, remodeling contractor Austin, there were 350 searches for that within the last 30 days. So that's just something to keep in mind. There's a lot of traffic you can capture by adding these keywords and content to your website. A strategy we tell our clients to use to get the same kind of influence and power as their competitors is also to go in and get the same backlinks as they have, and then continue to keep adding more and more, so you'll end up surpassing them while gaining more power to your site, more organic traffic, and of course new customers will go along with that, which is the ultimate goal. So here is my website. This is my company, Lobo Leads, and this is my phone number. If you have any questions about anything that I went over in the video, please let me know, and I'm happy to help answer those. And of course, I always love and value your feedback after watching. So I hope this was helpful, and thanks again for watching.